Now see, we are using many terminologies, so we'll go one by one, and after that we'll move to the HTML. But before that, what do you mean by web technology? Markup language, internet, www, hypertext, HTTP, URL, web server, HTML, hyperlink, and what are the different domains. So all basic concepts that we will see. Now see, suppose someone asks you what do you mean by web technology. So one simple definition, how computers they communicate with each other by using the markup language and multimedia packages. That is called as a web technology. How computers are communicating with each other and how they are communicating, they are using markup language, they are using multimedia packages. Obviously, there is a network. All right. So this is called as a web technology. The method, principle, process, anything you can say, that is a web technology. Now see, many times student they have the question, what is the difference between the markup language, scripting language, programming language? We use this word, right? Markup language, scripting language, and programming language. What is the difference between them? So see, all these are the programming language only. They are subset of programming language. If you want to design, you want to develop any application, we require the programming language. Now, markup language and scripting language. Suppose someone asks, what do you mean by the markup language? Students or many people, they know the example. HTML is a markup language. XML is also a markup language. But what do you mean by markup language exactly? So see, markup language, they define what data is and how it should look. See, again, I'm repeating. Markup language decide how the what is the data and how it will look. Presentation, right? How data will be presented. It is decided by the markup language. But how data should behave, that is decided by the scripting language. And scripting language, basically, they are used for this automation purpose. See, what data that should get shown, markup language, and what data should do there. Okay, what will be the role of data, how it will react, how data will get communicate with each other. For example, see, we have form, we click on some button, we'll get a pop-up window. So see, this is automation, right? And there is exchange of information between the different components. So it is decided, it is written, it is decided, it is designed by the scripting language. Scripting language decide how data will behave, how data will communicate with each other. Their behavior of data, it is decided by the scripting language. And all these are the programming language only. Okay, so markup language decides how data will look. Scripting language decides how data should behave. Those are the markup language, scripting language. Example, markup language, HTML, XML, all these are the markup language. Scripting language, JavaScript we have, VB script we have. Okay, all these are the scripting languages. There are various web technologies. Okay, so there is no end to learn, right? There are many technologies are there. So it is not like that you should master everything. Okay, it is not possible also. If you have whatever the technology that you know, you should be expert in that technology, right? It is the expectation. Okay. Now see, this one by one we'll go, we'll see some basic terminology and after that we'll move to the HTML. Internet with I capital and we have one more internet with I small. Okay. What is the basic difference between internet with I capital and internet with I small? So basically, internet, that is a I capital, that is the name of the network. Okay, internet is a big network, huge network, where most of the computer throughout the world they are connected. It is a big network. And when we write I small, okay, I small, internet with I small, so it is a general network. It is a general term. Okay, collection of some computers, collection of some machines that we call the internet. I small. And when we write I capital, it is the name of the network. That is the name of the network. Now, what is the www? So already we know it stands for World Wide Web, and it is a way how information is exchanged between the computers over the internet. Okay, so that is called as the World Wide Web, or you can say it is a standard or it is a method by which computers or machines they exchange information or they communicate with each other. They are using the HTTP protocol to exchange information. Okay, and what architecture it is used? Client server architecture. Now see a big thing. When we say HTTP, it is a hypertext transfer protocol. When you say HTML, hypertext markup language, right? HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol, HTML Hypertext Markup Language. For every time we are using this word hypertext, that word we are using. Suppose if someone asks, what do you mean by hypertext? HTTP, okay, it is a full form is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTML, okay, it is a Hypertext Markup Language. But what do you mean by hypertext? So that term means what exactly? So keep in mind, it is a text which has a link with something else. See, again I repeat, a text which has a link or which has the hyperlink with other text. The other text can be images, other things can be anything, right? So text with hyperlinks, that is called as a hypertext. Very simple. Text with the hyperlink, that is called as a hypertext. So hypertext transfer protocol which is used to transfer hypertext. Hypertext markup language which is used to design hypertext, that is called as HTML. Right? So that word is important. Hypertext, text with the links with the other text, that is called as a hypertext. Okay, so we have this protocol, hypertext transfer protocol. Already we have seen that. Why it is called as a stateless protocol, that also we have seen. Basically, it is used to transfer the hypertext document which has the link. So basically, it is called as a hypertext. Okay. Now see URL. So it has so any URL that we hit on browser, right? So basically that is the URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. In the beginning, we have the protocol. It can be HTTP, it can be HTTPS, it can be FTP, anything, any protocol. Host name that we have, other information which tells location in that particular folder, right? So that other information give the information in that particular host, right? So completely it is called as a URL, right? Okay. These are the basic terminology. Collection of multiple web pages. The web pages linked together, it become a website. But one website, they are made for some specific purpose. Different web pages, those are written for the particular task, particular purpose, a specific purpose. That we call the website. Any so all those are the different pages, we call them web page. And first page, right, that is called as the home page. Normally we have the index.html, index.php or index.jsp for that, right? Home page, it is written as a means for that we have file index dot something, index.html or even index.jsp, index.php. Okay, our website are running on some server, right? So see, you might be knowing, suppose you want to set your own website, so we have to purchase domain, right? Suppose I have my own website comrio.com. So I have purchased that comrio.com domain. Okay, so from where I have purchased? So I have purchased from the GoDaddy. So GoDaddy is one broker. Okay, so just like GoDaddy, we have the Big Rock, we have Educause. So from broker, I have purchased that domain name. I have designed website on my machine. I have to host somewhere, right? So I have to purchase hosting. So I may purchase from the GoDaddy. I may purchase from the Big Rock. I may purchase from anywhere, right? So there are many hosting service provider. So we have to purchase from that. On that hosting service provider, it is a web server, right? Our program, whatever the website that we have written, basically that is the program. That program is running on that server. So that is a web server, right? Okay. We can set up our own web server. For that, we can use Tomcat, Glassfish, Microsoft IS, any web server we can use. I will show you an example of XAMPP. XAMPP is installed on my machine. I will run that, and from that, by using that, we will run our HTML web pages. We will see that. Okay. Browser application which is running on our machine. Okay. Client side application, that is a web browser. HTML. Okay, so again, it is a stands for hypertext markup language which is used to write hypertext. Okay, markup language which is used to build or which is used to develop, used to write hypertext. That is called as the HTML. This HTML is a subset of this SGML, standard generalized markup language. So that scientists, they have designed first standard generalized markup language. It was a generalized one. Whatever which was using for the World Wide Web or which was using for exchanging information. So subset of that, they have called it HTML. Hyperlink, so one link to the another web page. Okay, so it can be link, it can be text, it can be button, it can be image, anything. Okay, link to the another resources that we call the hyperlink. Okay. Now the our websites have the different extension and they are made for specific purpose. Though it is not compulsion that we use that extension only, but they have some specific meaning. For example, say .com. So .com stands for commercial website. Even .co are also there. .co is also for commercial websites only. .net for network website. Okay. .org, so normally it is for non-profit organizations. Anyone can use it, but normally that .org means it is for the non-profit organizations. Then we have the country code extension .us, .in, .ca, .ch. Okay, so that is a country code. .biz for the business. Then .ac, AC for the academics. .edu for the educational website. Colleges normally they have the .edu or .edu.in. Universities they have the .ac. AC means academics. So group of colleges. So university represents group of colleges. So for that we have extension .ac. So likewise we have the different extension.